Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today, we are taking a look, well, at a few CM Punk figures, but the main event, which we're opening with, so pretend this is like Saturday night's main event. The focus of this installment is the new CM Punk retro style action figure from Zombie Sailors Toys, officially licensed in the few weeks between when Punk left AEW and went to WWE. Zombie Sailor, because he is a workhorse, managed to sign Punk to do a figure. This is one of the promotional materials that was done. I absolutely love this. I would buy a poster of this and put it up. I do think it's kind of funny that we've got all the tattoos up here, but we're missing the Han and Leia. Well, I think there might be even more, but whatever. I still think this is fantastic art. Absolutely reminds me of Battle Pug. If you are not familiar with Battle Pug, Google it right now. But this is great. And I would buy this also. So Zombie Sailor, if you get any crazy ideas in your head, and as we all know, you do, go ahead and start working on this. Well, you can't license him anymore. So Mattel, Corporate Steve, the team at Mattel, let's get on a special release, Punk and Battle Larry. I'm in. Probably going to have to pay Zombies Concept Guy a little money for that, though. So this is a special situation here, because not only do we have this retro-style figure of Punk, but part of the deal was a retro-style Larry as well. But before we get to those, I do want to take a look at some of the stuff shoved into the box here, because Zombie Sailor is a master of promotion. We've got a new Danhausen figure coming with the Midsummer style head on it. I like it. I don't know that I need it, but more Danhausen is a good thing. You can see all the detail back there. It's got his soft goods jacket, which is different from the first Danhausen that came out. Actually, I believe those hands might be different too. Yeah, new cursed hands. Oh, improved. Well, there you go. That's the winner then, because, well, I don't need to get into it now. Improved tattoos. That's an important thing to put on there. So you've got just a regular old Danhausen figure, and you've got the removable flower crown. So, okay, this went from being I don't know if I need this, to a must-have. Bloodsport figures coming from Zombie Sailors Toys. Wild. He's going after stuff outside of wrestling, and I think that's great, because I have become a huge fan of these retro-style figures. On the other side, you can see Chong Li and Frank Dukes. And then Zombie Sailors Series 5 coming this summer, and then Public Enemy. So no mention of the Army of Darkness figures, which I will be all in on. And I will be reviewing right here on the Needless Things YouTube channel as soon as I can possibly review them. All right. It's time. It's clobbering time. I'm going to clobber this packaging, because I did order 2 of these, because I knew I would want to. Now I've got to figure out how to safely package the ones I'm keeping mint on card, but whatever. We will start with Punk, Chick Magnet Punk, or Charles Montgomery Punk, or whatever the case may be. So Zombie has improved his carding and his the way that he ships these since the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast figures that came out. I haven't gotten a damaged Zombie figure since then, since that first Cardona I got that had some dents in it. Everything comes in its own bubble wrap now. He's on top of it. So beautiful card art in the shape of the traditional retro, or they weren't retro then, Hasbro WWF cards, which obviously these are in that style figure-wise. Official Wrestling's Heels and Faces, and designed by Ron Rudat, who designed the original WWF Hasbro figures. And of course, anybody watching this channel probably knows, designed many, many, many of the original G.I. Joe Real American Hero figures. So solid card, blisters on there very securely. We've got to look at all the other stuff that is or will be available soon. I want a Big Billy Busick. I didn't pre-order at the time because there was a lot of other stuff that just was the priority. Those Road Warriors look absolutely incredible. Zombies stuff is great. And he's got the clip and save file card, which I love. And the original Ron Rudat design is on the back here. But since I will be keeping this Mint on card, guess what? We're just going to open it up. Oh wow, that is really on there. And I mean, look, Zombie very, very quickly got really good at this. He understands that people. I wonder what percentage of people just are getting these to keep Mint on card, but that blister is not coming off. Let's take a look at CM Punk. Look in his eyes. What do you see? You see that beard that has... it's a little uneven. Didn't quite receive the same paint on both sides, but I do like that it sort of fades up. I think that portrait just could not be any better. He's got the neck tattoo, and I'll tell you right now, I do not have a mental inventory of all of CM Punk's tattoos. I like that we did the fake out Pepsi tattoo over here. I prefer having the sort of fake out stuff to just having a big open spot. He does have the drawn on X's, which is great. I cannot stand the printed X's on some Punk figures. Got the drug free and the additional tattoos. He does have an approximation of the Cobra symbol and a little bit of the Arashikage sticking out there. Got the, wait, where is Luck is for Losers? There, it's back over here somewhere, I think. But anyway, you can see the detail on this. It is just phenomenal. Got a cut joint at the waist, but that's traditional retro style. He's got the Han and Leia tattoos that are straight up just Han and Leia tattoos. Like, not even an effort made to make those look like anything else. That's wild. Trunks have the Chicago design on them. Got swivels at the wrists. I mean, this is... Look, if you're not into retro figures, I get it. That's fine. But I am. And I'm especially, I mean, CM Punk is top 5, probably top 3, just all-time favorite wrestler. I just wanted to have this because it's such a unique collectible. And again, I'm really enjoying the retro stuff that's going on right now. He's not too tan. Looks about like Punk's tan at the time. Also not company affiliated in any way. This is just a CM Punk figure, which is such an interesting, unique thing to see in this day and age. So there is Punk, and I'm going to put him side by side with a Rowdy Roddy Piper. You can see proportionally matches up pretty well. If anything, Zombie's portraits are probably a little too nice, but that's not a problem for me. I think he stands right next to this Piper. The only thing that none of the... Well, you know, he's even got a nice gloss on him. I wish that gloss was on his lower body the same way it was on his upper body, but they're just different kinds of plastics. But... I mean, it just looks great. It's a great looking figure. I'm very, very happy with it. Zombie does great work, and there's a reason his stuff takes as long to come out as it does. All right, let's set Piper aside because we are not... Oh, and does he stand up? He stands up. Let's put Punk over here because we've still got Larry to open up. G.I. Joe Classified, not the only line with pet companions. We now have retro wrestling figures, and Larry's not the first either. They've done... I can't remember which bulldog it was, but one of the British bulldogs, Winston, I think we've seen a Winston. But anyway, pet companions, let's go. I'm all for it. Larry's card. This one, this is me. This is from when I opened it, and I was like, well, I know I'm opening this one, so I don't care. Larry. Oh my gosh. Larry, height 18 inches, weight 3,000 pounds. Best dog in the world. Werewolf. Crash landed on Earth and frozen in the Arctic ice for over 100,000 years. You can totally trust him. Flies private, cultural icon, rescued from paws in Chicago. That's amazing. I am thrilled that I will have a Larry. And I got to tell you, oh, you know what I didn't notice? Where did I put? Oh, I threw the card on the ground because I'm not keeping it. We do have credits on these cards as well. Another great thing Zombie does. I would actually like to have a little tiny protector just for Larry. Somebody get on that. All right, let's open Larry up. Be careful here. He's a little easier to get off the card than Punk. There's Larry. Look at this. I mean, this is an unreasonably well executed dog action figure. It's great. Look at look at the coloration on him. The ears, look at the gloss in the eyes. Look in his eyes. What do you see? The teeth. He's got that underbite. I mean, this is fantastic. This is the kind of special thing that independent toy companies can do. Now, it would not surprise me a bit if we get a Mattel Larry, but this one, again, because it's just directly licensed from Punk and is a result of a businessman going for it, this one is just special to me. This is a great toy. I'll be thrilled to have it on the shelf. Thrilled to keep a mint version of it. I don't know if Punk can just sort of carry him. I don't know. Size-wise. I also like that Larry's like is definitely oversized, but it fits with the aesthetic of these retro figures. This is fantastic. If you're a CM Punk fan, this is a must-have because it really is. To me, it sums up everything that's great about Punk, about wrestling figures, about, everything. This is, what a set. It's great. Oh, can he maybe kind of... almost do a carry there. I don't want to do that, though. So, yeah. So, there's that Punk from Zombie Sailor Toys. But since, just real quick, I don't want to do separate reviews for them. I'm just going to bust open, just for fun, real quick. I've got the Money in the Bank Punk Ultimate. As I've said many times, wrestling figure reviews just don't get me any traffic, really. So they're barely worth my time. But I hate to not document opening this Punk because this is you want to talk about top moments in my personal wrestling fandom. Punk winning this championship, blowing a kiss, and leaving is, it blew my mind. And it's one of those that, obviously, at the time it happened, I understood the nature of the business, if you will, but it still felt like such a real thing. And then he shows up at, San Diego Comic-Con, and that was an amazing time to be a fan of wrestling and an amazing time to be a fan of CM Punk. Although I would argue that The only time it hasn't been amazing to be a fan of CM Punk was probably Elimination Chamber in ECW. No, I don't love the way they did this shirt. This is weird. I mean, I'm not going to use it because obviously he's getting posed blowing a kiss. But, I don't know, it might look okay. It's fine. Not their best effort. I don't like the fabric. It's some kind of like, it's not the newer t-shirt fabric they've been using. It's that like rayon type stuff. This is not my favorite shirt they've done. And certainly with an Ultimate, like, don't put Velcro on the back. All right, the Punk figure itself, like I said, we're just doing a quick look, but portrait looks great. He's got his sort of smirky face going on here. I think sorry, my light's a little off. Smirky face, tattoos look good, except for I'm not a fan of just leaving them blank. I know people like doing water slides. I don't do that kind of stuff. I personally, and I know everybody doesn't agree with this. Oh, he does have the new ankles, so that's excellent. Personally, I don't care for, I don't do water slide stuff, so I'm not going to, these are just going to be blank on my figure forever, which is a little annoying to me. He's got the white elbow pad, looks great. He does not have the right kick pads, which is kind of annoying, but proportionally and everything, he looks good. This is a good looking figure. The white, the blue, the red, everything stands out. The tampos look good. I still can't stand the fact that Ultimates have this cut joint at the waist. I think that's terrible. I'm sure they'll fix it at some point, just like they fixed the ankles finally. I do like the way they managed to do the tattoos on the butterfly joints, though. Like, that's pretty nice. Oh, and he does have, unfortunately, the printed X's that I was just complaining about on his hands. He's got the go-to-sleep hands. Well, okay, the go-to-sleep hands, but really what we're here for. Do that one. So, yeah, smirky portrait. Excellent yelling portrait. But the blowing a kiss portrait. Look at that guy. Look at that smarmy son of a gun. That is what is going on the shelf. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to... What? Man, that didn't want to go on. I'm going to have to reference the pose. The spinner... I don't remember if the spinner belt still spun at this point or if it had been fixed yet, like fixed in place. I'm not sure. Championship looks really good though. I think I'm not, I don't know what's going on here. Is this what it looks like, or is this messed up paint? I'm not sure. It's very shiny, but not the good shiny. This is too, well, maybe it's not though, because the spinner was obnoxious. So this might be about right. All right. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a little photo reference and figure out exactly how I want to pose this one. But, oh, and I mention this every time I do a review that has a championship. I still just hate these pegs. Like, this just looks awful to me. But look at that. I'm going to have to find something to sit him on. That's wonderful. What a moment in time that is. Okay, so there's Ultimate Money in the Bank Punk. Finally, we got to wrap this review up with Return Punk. Ordered 2 of these, even though it's just dude in street gear and the plainest street gear you could possibly have beyond that. This was, as I've been saying throughout this video, I am a huge fan of Punk, and for years There was just no possibility he was coming back to WWE, or coming back like I worked for them or something, going back to WWE. And then it happened. So I wanted this specifically to commemorate it. The packaging is pretty cool. It's got the Survivor Series. It's got the cages on either side. This side of mine is kind of bent in, so that's not great. It's not the best presentation for it. But as I mentioned, I ordered a second one that I guess I'm just going to keep in the mailer box that I just opened. I like that this is different, though. It's got this nice big window on the front. And then on the back, you got Punk sitting on the ground. Just look at the intensity, brother. Woof. The WWE Universe buzzed in anticipation during Survivor Series War Games 2023, almost 2 years ago. In Chicago, Illinois, home to a certain Second City Saint who nobody ever thought would step foot in WWE again. The final bell signaled the end of the PLE when suddenly the opening riffs of Cult of Personality blared throughout the stadium, and everyone knew the impossible had happened. Hell froze over when CM Punk returned to WWE. I love the specific mention of Cult of Personality. That's unusual to have, entrance music that they have to license mentioned by name on this packaging. Seems kind of special to me. I mean, imagine if they released a Hollywood figure and mentioned Voodoo Child. Like, it's like that. Yeah, and that was, I'm sure everybody remembers, but the pay-per-view was over. We were done. We were going home, and then that hit. Oh, it even says Hell froze over on the packaging. Whoa, how cool is that? The word hell printed on a WWE action figure release. That's something. I got the big straight edge fist. This is cool. Like, it's kind of a simple package, but it's really, really cool and notable for what it is. I almost kind of wish that I had ordered 3 just to keep one in the mailer box, have one out to display in this nice packaging. Although I guess I could just slide him back in there if I really want to. That wouldn't be that hard. And I can fix this. Man, this... I'm glad I did a video for this, because I wasn't, or included this in the Punkorama video, I guess. Oh, look, and it's got other accessories in there, too. I'd completely forgotten that it came with other stuff. Yeah, I wasn't... This was purely a... I need to own this because of how historic it is thing, not a, oh, this is going to be cool or fun or anything like that. Like, I did not buy this because I was thinking that. But now, oh, it's got the classic, nice. It's got the classic Punk shirt. Got an assortment of hands. And I gotta tell you, I want to say this was $25. It was not some premium price. I mean, that's a little bit of a premium compared to, I guess I'm not gonna repackage that. I guess it's a little bit of a premium compared to regular Elites, because this is an Elite and not an Ultimate. But, I don't know. So that's cool. Just the classic Punk shirt, just to have. I like it. The hands with all the tattoos. Look at this. And I don't have to be annoyed that the X's don't look right on the wrist tape. Fists for punching or for drug freeing. And then there is Return Punk. Portrait looks great. Got the salt and pepper in the beard, which I will admit Mattel hasn't quite mastered yet. But, it's fine. This is, I think this is Punk at his most Eric Foreman. Jeans look right. Look at this. Oh, man. Hang on. I'm trying to zoom. There we go. The jeans proportionally actually look good. For years, Mattel has not been able to do good, I hate the term skinny jeans, but let's just say fitting jeans. Everybody has had like Jinkos. They just haven't done a good job. Oh, look, they got the fake Adidas. I like that. Although this does have ultimate toe articulation, which, no thank you. He's got a watch for, it's clobbering time. Interesting thing that I've noticed lately. It seems that a lot of wrestlers wear their watches on their right wrists, when I believe standard society thing is to wear your watch on your left wrist. I wonder what the deal is with that. So plain white t-shirt, let's get that off of there, even though that's how I'm going to display him, because that's how he came back. Tattoo-wise, again, just blank spots for the tattoos. Look at the belt. Belt buckle is painted, belt is painted, belt loops. So this is great for future releases. I hope we see more use of those jeans. I probably already have, and I'm just not aware of it, but they look great. He does have a fake Arashikage tattoo. Everything looks good. I'm not going to sit here, again, I do not have Punk's tattoos committed to memory, so I can't talk about how accurate they are or are not. But they look right. Like, all I need is I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that looks right. The ones he's had his whole career, or most of his career, are the ones that I'm like, okay, yeah, we need that. Oh, I put his shirt on inside out. What a goon. And not in a hockey sense. Purely in a putting action figure clothing on wrong sense. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I wish that was... well, the shirt fits pretty nicely, though, I gotta say. It's not a bad fit on the shirt. So can he assume that seated position? I'll be okay with an ish on that. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't think I'm going to sit him like that. I think I am going to have him standing up. But there it is. Return Punk from Survivor Series 2023. That is the Needless Things Punk-O-Rama. Apropos of nothing. There's no occasion for this that I can think of. But look at that. Bunch of great Punk figures, and my gosh, we're going to get so many more in the coming years, and deservedly so, because a pretty toyetic guy with all the tattoos and changing up his gear all the time, but also one of the all-time greats. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and until next time, buy what you like.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.